Good afternoon, everyone. Today is October the 20th. It is welcome to the Flyer for Fun show. Tonight we got it is our 42nd show of the year. Let me say that real quick, Captain Ray. We chugging on along to that 1 year. We got 10 shows, and we're going to talk about that a little bit in a few episodes later. Tonight we got two great guests. We got Chad B, that's Chad Boyce, and Chuck and Lori Kovac. So we never had I don't think we've had two guests sit in the same seat. So that's going to be interesting tonight, and we're going to hear all about Chuck and Lori's trip, and of course we'll be giving away some, and of course their descriptions to their channels and their links are in the description of the show. So if you're not a subscriber to their channels, please subscribe. Chuck's does a travel tech type stuff, and of course drones too, and Chad B. Chad does a lot of tutorial type stuff, and he keeps up on the kind of latest news and firmware and stuff like that. He's been in a lot of he's been supporting channels for a long time. So we'll be giving away some Fly for Fun stickers along with some of Chuck's stickers too, and I think we got some Stevie Bronx Capture Life Connection, and we'll give away some stickers. We'll do that about 30 minutes into the show. We'll let you pick a number between 1 and 50. We got our two-part 107 questions, and we'll do that about we'll probably do one early and do one about halfway through the show. We'll show some viewer videos at the end of the show. And I do want to say I did put a poll up about just the best time to fly. Yeah, we're giving away a Captain Ray Adventures with Captain Ray hat for the end of the month. And so I think we got 6 people's names so far in the hat. Or 4 so far, and we do 2 each night, so we would keep up with that. I did put up a poll about it's in the Fly for Fun group page, and I think I put it on the Old Farts and Drones, and I want to thank Bob Dempsey for sending me a shirt. I'm sporting that shirt tonight, and Bob is his group is really growing, so get out there and check on that. We also have a group page for the Fly for Fun show, and then you can put your drone related content up there. I do want to wish. Let's see, we had a couple birthdays. My daughter had a birthday this week. My grandson had a birthday. Greg Pittman celebrated a birthday, I think yesterday maybe. And then keep Lloyd and Judy in your thoughts and prayers. I think Judy is getting better, but Lloyd said things are getting back to normal at the house, so that's
glad to hear that.
Glad to hear that. We got Spin Up, which is very close. 3 weeks away, I believe, November 6th. So
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and that's coming up. And of course, the South Florida Drone Meetup is April the 2nd, 2022. So we got a lot of information, a lot of it was a busy week with news and stuff coming out. They got new products. And Captain Ray, how was your week? And
I tell you, one of those things where, you know me, I had another great week. It was a great week because, I was down in Florida and I came back and I was editing my videos. And I have to say, I had such a good time flying with Bill when I was in Florida. Bill Ronayne, that is. And he's just a funny guy. He really is. And we had a good time flying our drones. And maybe we'll show a little of that video in a little while if you get it ready. But today I flew with a new guy that got into drones, and it's my friend Paul Z. And he has the Richie drone. Richie drone is like a knockoff of a Mavic drone, but he can fly this thing great. I mean, he gets it up, he flies around, he does flips and twirls. It's almost like an FPV drone. But we had a good time flying down by his house on the South Shore. It's a new secret location that I found.
A new secret location. I like that. Captain Ray, we got a ton of people in. If you want to welcome some people in, and I'll help you if you. But you see, we got.
I'm telling you, John Bonifant was number 1, right? And Chucky, obviously, he's in the back room. JC flying. Lori Kovac's in the back room, and Dre, Recovery 1 Drones, Jim Beauchard, how you doing? And Lloyd, good to see you. Let's see, I'm going up the list, trying to get it to go. And DeMarco, how you doing? Good to see you. Robert Racing, and Maddie, of course, Maddie, how you doing? Barry, Norris Dronealist,
Yeah.
And congratulations to Barry. I think he hit 600 subscribers, man. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's growing. Yeah.
Very good. And speaking of that, Rodney Bell hit 1,000 subscribers. Which is someday we'll get there, Johnny. Maybe. But anyway, how you doing, Mike? Michael Wright and Jackrabbit FPV. I'm going up the list, Johnny. If you want to help me at this point, Mike.
Let me see. We got
doing?
Ken Hoffbauer. I see Brad Austin's in the house. Dr. Ted Bowman, Eddie Nunez, and Eddie is. Don't forget to tune in to Eddie Knight on with Dobo. He's the new co-host, and he did a great job last week.
Yep, he did.
Michael Wright, Arizona drone dude. Dave is in the house.
Billy, drone guy, Rhode Island.
Yeah. Great crowd.
Art,
Greg Pittman, of course.
How you doing, Art? Greg Pittman. Yeah. All right, we'll get to some of the other names in a little while, but Johnny, I guess you're surprised your daughter Amber, she got a special award, didn't she?
Yeah, she made 20 years coaching, and her assistant coach reached out to us, and we were able to kind of sneak in some of our former players, and then my son-in-law and all the kids. So yeah, we kind of surprised her yesterday. It was fun. She was really she was very surprised.
Yeah, no, that's great. And that's a big tribute. Coaching for 20 years,
Yeah, yep. With today's kids, yeah.
So anyway, if you got that video, maybe we could show a little of Bill's video.
Yeah, Sean, Geeks Vana, welcome in. Jim Beauchamp, welcome in. Brian Ariel, Gary.
Sean. We got a good crowd in the house, and we appreciate it, guys. We really do. Watching our show, we try to get interesting guests every week, and tonight we have 3 interesting guests, and it's going to be good, no doubt in my mind. But I went down to Florida, and I flew with Bill Ronayne on his boat.
Get ready to go fishing.
That's the boat we went on right there.
There you go.
You'll never guess who I'm with, but it's Bill Ronayne. How you doing, Bill?
How you doing, guys?
So you taking me to your secret spot tonight?
Yes, my secret. It's so secret, I don't even know where it is.
Well, I tell you. Hopefully we'll catch you.
He's such a good guy. But as soon as we got down to the boat ramp, Johnny, I ended up flying my Mini. I keep the Mini in Florida. Yeah, he brings a net in. It's got a big hole in it. But anyway, I flew the Mini as soon as we got to the boat ramp, and what a great place to fly there.
It looks like it.
And that Mavic Mini is a good little drone. I really like it. Of course, I like the Air 2S better, but Bill had brought his Air 2S on the boat, and he took a chance. He never flew a drone from a boat, and he flew his Air 2S from the boat. And I had suggested that he anchors,
Right.
He didn't want to listen to me, so he starts drifting, and he's flying the drone. And I think we got a shot of it taken off. If I remember right, I included a little bit of it in here. But I give him so much credit because it's hard to do flying from a boat. That's a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, I did it while I was on vacation. It's definitely, you're moving around. It's a lot to it.
Well, yeah, and I didn't want to see the Air 2S go in. That's the North Fork of the St. Lucie River. That's where we're boating, just to give everybody an idea. And Bill flew that bird. And I mean, my heart, I was pounded. That's how nervous I was for Bill. But he got it up, and then he got it back down. It was amazing. He got it back down, and it didn't end up in the river. So kudos to Bill Ronayne.
Yeah, y'all had a great time, and I know you always flying since you got back to New York. I know you really been flying. Of course, you were back in Florida for that, but
well, I hope to get a few more flights in before I go back down to Florida. We still got 30 days left. I got 30 days from today before I go down to Florida. So we'll see. We got some things planned. We do.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead.
Okay, you want to go over the first question first?
Let's
right?
pop this first question, and then we'll get Chad in here.
Okay, what are the characteristics of a moist, unstable air mass? A, turbulence and showery precipitation. B, poor visibility and smooth air. C, haze and smoke. Anybody know that answer?
Easy question. We'll keep up with
it. Yeah. It's an easy one. And we'll try to keep track, but yep. I think Maddie got it, right, Johnny? Maddie got the right answer.
If you're already in there, we'll go to the next one because we're trying to get it. So with Maddie, you're already in there. So we'll roll over to the next one. We got Maddie, John Bonifant, Sam Burns, and Barry Mullins in so far. So we'll check those out. And
yep.
We want to give everybody a chance,
Congratulations, Maddie. You got it first, though.
So
anyway, you want to bring in our guest?
Absolutely.
You want to do it, Johnny, or you want?
No, you can do it. Why don't you introduce him? I'm doing some clicking here, and
it's gonna be Chad, right?
Chad B.
First, yeah, and Chad B comes to us all the way from Virginia, and I watched Chad's videos when I first was learning about drones, and I found his videos to be very interesting, and we wanted to welcome him in and say hi. Hey, Chad.
Chad, welcome in.
Hey. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good to see you.
Nice to see you. How's my audio levels? Are they okay?
Sounds good.
Very good. Okay. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on? Thanks for inviting me. I'm excited.
No.
As you can see.
I tell you, Chad, we always try to have interesting guests, and we don't want to have the same old guests. And we have you, and you come all the way from Virginia, but tell us a little bit about yourself and anything else you want to share, but primarily, how did you start in drones, flying drones?
Primarily, I started a couple of years ago, October 2019. I just came upon some YouTube videos in reference to drones and range tests, mainly a lot of Dustin Dunnell. And I was kind of amazed at how these drones operate and how they function and things that you can do with them. And I just, got into it and ordered my first drone probably like a week later after viewing these videos, and got my little JGRC X12. And my first flight I put up on YouTube.
Okay.
So
first flight.
Yeah, first flight. It was crappy behind video, half music, half silent, and from there on, I just wanted to learn more about the editing part of it, and trying to emulate some of these bigger creators out here, and and that's it. I have no background in any type of editing or cameras or anything like that. My background mainly is basically law enforcement. So come from law enforcement background, started my law enforcement career. I'm from New Jersey originally. Okay. So I started my career kind of late, in my late 20s. I mean, that's pretty much late. I know you're in law enforcement, right?
Yeah, retired. Yeah.
Retired. Okay. Yep. So, I started in late 20s and started down in Atlanta area.
Oh, okay.
So I was DeKalb County out there, and then I moved I stayed there for a few years and came up this way to the federal government. Been through a couple agencies and landed. Became a U.S. Marshal.
All right.
So I was a deputy U.S. Marshal from 2010 to 2016 until I became medically disqualified. So, because of some medical condition I have. So, I was a Marshal for, good 6 years. Was on SRT, SWAT team, and firearms instructor. So, did quite a bit. I still work for the Marshal Service, but in an administrative capacity.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you working on that Brian Laundrie case?
Not me. Yeah, I mean.
No, I know.
Yeah, I can't really.
You can't really share too much.
Yeah, but yeah.
Ron Lockwood, welcome in.
Been in law enforcement for let's say 15 years now. So
Good,
yeah.
very good.
And
See,
that's
I'm
my
learning
story.
something. I'm learning
Yeah.
something here. You know,
Chad,
Yeah,
Chad, how would you, Chad, how would you describe your channel? I know you seem to keep up with kind of the latest news. I know you do a little quick tutorials and kind of, I know the firmware and stuff like that. Is that kind of what you kind of like to do?
Yeah, I mainly try to do more of the tutorial type stuff.
Right.
But the opportunities as far as like firmware updates and stuff like that, I'll put a quick video. I don't do too many of them, but if it's something maybe like a big update for one of the aircrafts, or if it's a big update for the Fly app or something like
Sure.
that.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I think I ran across,
Yeah.
you when I first kind of started myself. And I know, we talked a little bit before the show. I know you do support a lot of channels and you haven't been real active, but it's hard. I know you same way, you got kids and work and, man, YouTube can take up a lot of time.
Yeah, it does.
That's
I mean,
true.
it does. My family or my wife notices
Yeah.
that it does take a lot of time, but
Bill Thomas, welcome in.
most of my time is spent. I mean, I only put out maybe 2 or 3 videos a month, maybe
Right.
2 or maybe 3. I spend a lot of my time trying to learn the craft as far as learning how to edit. I could sit in front of the computer for like hours just trying to figure something out. But I'm just trying to get better at the editing part, and because
That's me.
I'm
Join the club. That's the hardest part, I think.
Me too.
Yeah. So my philosophy. I mean, I kind of put out videos more in quality than quantity. I try to do the quality instead of quantity. Like put out a lot of videos. I just put out a few that, try to put out good videos. Some of them may not be as good, but I try to put out good videos. And,
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Brad, how you doing? Welcome.
So,
well, it's good to get to know you a little more. It really is. We ask every guest this, Chad. If you had one drone to buy, or what is your favorite drone?
As of now, it's becoming the Air 2S.
Yeah, right.
I was on the Mini 2 for a little while, just because, it's a great travel drone. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It's a great travel drone. It's compact. You can throw it up like at a moment's notice. You could just throw it up real quick and, catch some nice footage with it. But
right.
The Air 2S is not as small, but it's still a little compact. You can take it around with you.
Yeah.
The camera on it is great. And I'm just starting to learn how to, color grade stuff. So with the filming in D-Log, I'm actually getting used to, trying to get that down. And I'm kind of falling more, in love with the Air 2S right now. So
yeah.
It's a great drone.
Well, needless to say, this is my favorite drone too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CaptainRay, I thought the Femi was your favorite drone.
Yeah. Well, I like that one too.
That's I had that QC guy. Yeah, QC guy sold that for me. He took it over for a little while. Did his
Chris
on
is in the house. Welcome in, Chris. Yeah.
And he sold mine.
Yeah,
I didn't want it anymore.
That's about how it flies too.
Yeah. How do you like it, Ray?
Everybody talked about having problems with theirs, and I have not had any problems with this one.
Really?
I mean, it just doesn't fly as good as a DJI drone.
But he does have it for sale.
You do have it for sale. Okay.
Yeah, to the
Adrian
highest bidder.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know if you've watched our show, but basically the format is, we ask the guests basically 3 questions. And the next question is, if you had one dream location to fly legally anywhere in the world, where would you choose?
So I would say Hawaii. like
Okay.
the
That's
coast
the
out
answer
there.
we get. Yeah, we get
Yeah.
that before.
Volcanoes if possible, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that would be my dream location.
Yeah. I would love to go there myself. I was there once, and I did go to see a volcano.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to go back with a drone for sure. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But
Great answer, Chad. We're gonna I tell you what, let's get we got 2 guests back there, and I think you know, I don't want Lori might be sitting in Chuck's lap. I don't know, or Chuck's
you
sitting in
never know
Lori's
what's
lap,
going
so
on.
I don't know. You know, they're running out of wine, but I do
Okay.
want to introduce it's a first for the Fly for Fun show. We got 2 people on, Chuck
Together.
and Lori Kovac. I want to welcome them, man. What's up, Chuck and Lori?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Johnny? What's up, Ray?
Hey, Chuck,
Ed,
Lori,
how you doing,
welcome.
man?
Hey, what's going on, Chuck?
Thank
I
you.
want to thank y'all for taking
having
time
us.
out your day, and you know, man, it's great having y'all on. I know, Chuck, we always tease you about getting Lori on, and you said I'm going to get her on.
Yeah, and we appreciate
she's-
it too.
So here I am.
There she is. See, she's really here, and we still have wine, so we're good.
They still
Oh,
got
okay.
wine. They had some wine
Yeah,
in
you
the
guys
back
brought
room?
some more back. It's yeah, you brought a little more red back. It's all good.
We're just looking for some more shrimp, though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
shrimp's kind of running lean. Makes sense.
I'm drinking Adirondack spring water myself.
Very nice.
They probably come from the city of
Tremendous.
Houston, Ray. Like they bottle it, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, man, we're so glad to have you, Chuck and Lori, because you know you do so much traveling. Your channel is about traveling now, and drone flying too. You know, which is so cool. So why don't you tell the audience, the viewers, a little bit about yourselves and how you got involved with drones? And I guess Lori, we'll start with you. How's that?
Lori's involved with drones because of me,
Yeah.
but
I've actually done a little bit of flying, but unfortunately, it's really been limited to the schoolyard so far.
Right.
But I'm hoping to branch out more.
she's gonna
I
fly through the swing
I
set
saw
with the
your photo
FPV
on
drone. It's just a
Facebook.
matter. She's
Yeah,
You put-
that was Chuck, was that last?
That was last year. That was last
I
summer.
think so.
Yeah.
That's the Mavic 2 Zoom. But I think she's going to upgrade. She's going to be an FPV pilot. I see it.
Yeah, so I was trying the FPV, and the issue I had was when I put the goggles on, they just seemed so like big and heavy for me that I felt like it was uncomfortable. So I guess I just have to get used to that
We have to figure out how to get them to fit better.
because they just felt really like they're like gonna fall down on my head.
Yeah, we have the fat strap for them, so it works fine for me. But she's struggling. But,
Chad,
but yeah,
Chad, do you do FPV, Chad?
No, I do have a little tiny hawk here that I call myself trying to practice on, but no, not really.
Okay.
but the whole drone thing started with the Mavic Pro for us. Lori and I have been traveling together forever.
Yes, and we were video recording back then.
Yeah, I had a camcorder back in the 90s, and Lori and I would take it on our trips, and I was going through the videotape. We put our honeymoon out like on our 20th wedding anniversary this year.
Yeah, so we were vlogging before people were vlogging.
Before Casey, we were vlogging before Casey Nice it, so we haven't beat, even though
Oh,
he's
that's
better.
cool. That's good.
And then but yeah, so the drone came into play because when the Mavic Pro came out, I thought it'd be really cool to bring it on our trips. And the first place it went was, well, funny that Chad mentioned that, was Hawaii. We took it to Maui
Oh,
because
wow.
I had to fly Maui. I mean, oh my God. And
Yeah, so it was our honeymoon.
yeah, that was our anniversary.
No,
We
that's-
took it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I mean, the drone went on our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the drone went to Oregon, and we haven't gotten up to Bill's Way yet, up in Seattle again with a drone yet, but we will. But the drone goes everywhere. And then this past January for Lori's birthday, I decided it might be cool to try vlogging. And so that was pretty rough. The first vlog is pretty rough. Then it is. It's a little stiff.
Oh,
and
Well,
then
if you go back and look at
different.
some of your first videos you put on
Oh, it's
YouTube, you're like,
cringeworthy.
man, I can't really believe
Yeah.
I put that up there.
Mhm.
I'm glad we did though, because
Exactly.
that's how you improve. You have to put stuff out
Sure,
there
sure.
and throw
Mhm.
yourself out there and work on it. And then Lori got interested in flying the drone a little bit, and she's been doing ground camera work, right? You've been
The Osmo Action.
yeah.
Well,
Lori's an Osmo
Chuck,
Action.
it's great. It's great that you have your assistant there, and she's a good-looking assistant.
Oh, thank you. I think I agree. I
Is she the
concur.
boss or the assistant?
She is the creative director now.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Chad's got a good point. She's probably the boss.
Well, let me
She's,
put this little teaser she done up of her trip, and
This was all Lori's idea, actually.
The trailer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell them about it. It's all your
Oh,
idea.
this was great. Yeah, talk.
Yes.
Larry.
So or maybe should wait till the video ends. So
You can tell them. You can talk while it's playing.
during the video. Okay.
Yeah, I'll stop. Go ahead.
Oh, so I was just gonna say that I told Chuck that I had an idea to do a trailer, and I am a huge fan of Outlander. So I actually went on Amazon and found Claire's dress from Outlander and bought it and brought it to Scotland. And I told
Cool.
Chuck what I wanted to do. And one of the things was that first shot in the trailer, I thought of The
Nice.
Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Because Julie Andrews, she gets on the hill.
In the Swiss Alps and does the spin.
You know, it's weird that I don't think it was actually the Swiss
I
Alps.
think wasn't it the Swiss Alps? Well, anyway, it was.
I think it ended up being Germany.
Was it
It
Germany?
was
Look at
Austria
that.
or Germany, one of the two.
And they used a helicopter, and we read. Well,
Yeah.
Lori took me to YouTube, and we watched the clip with Julie Andrews doing the spin. I was like, oh yeah, that's a helicopter. We could do that with a drone or something
Sure.
similar.
That was neat, though,
So,
yeah.
That is a great
so that was the
trailer.
inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Really?
Yeah, what Lori came up with the money shots are all Lori's idea. Then the rest of it just kind of came together, of course. But getting that shot at Mid-Hope Castle was pretty epic.
Yes.
Mid-Hope Castle is an Allenbrock.
See,
Yeah.
because what I had to do is the dress was actually two pieces. So I had the top of the dress under my sweater and I had the bottom of the dress with me. So I just put that over my jeans and my jeans were tucked into knee-high boots because I was just going to be ready to change when a break happened.
In a public place.
And luckily at a certain point, nobody was there.
Everybody left. It started to rain a little bit. It drizzled like it does in Scotland. Everybody
Yeah,
left, and we
right.
had a half hour. We had a half hour before
Yes.
it closed to do all our drone shots.
Yeah.
So we just set up, and I had to keep moving like the backpack with the drone gear like out of the shot and everything, move things around, and
Yeah.
that's when that second shot came in where I flew through the archway and Lori's coming towards me in the dress and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I told
Really?
Chuck that I wanted to walk to the archway and have him like fly over me.
And
Well, I
we
was
did
in
the
my-
castle, yeah.
yeah.
So so it all just that place is so photogenic. Scotland's amazing. The weather
It
is
is.
the only thing that keeps you from flying.
Yeah, I've been there. I love Scotland. Really, you know.
Yeah,
And,
guys, if anybody has any
Hey,
questions
Stevie,
for our
capture-
guest, yeah, please ask them,
Live
Chad
connection.
or Lori. And Chuck, tell us about how you smuggled that drone into the country.
It wasn't really. It didn't have to smuggle it. The rules are the same as the U.S. as far as going into the U.K. When we were supposed to go to Scotland in 2020, a year ago, and of course COVID had its own ideas for us. So in February of 2020, I had gone to the UK CAA site and I studied for like 10 minutes and took the test to get my operator, my flyer ID, and it was like 9 or 10 British pounds. So it's like, I don't know, 15 US dollars. So anyway, so you have to, it's not a difficult test. It's just everything's in metric, and then you label your drones to be okay for the UK. And it was easy to bring them in. It was the same as here. So the batteries, they have to be with you in your carry-on.
Right.
And the drone could be anywhere. I carried them all in a backpack. I had my my Mini 2 and my Mavic 2 Pro and my smart controller and the batteries for them all in a backpack. And that's my personal item. And it was no problem whatsoever, except there were a lot more no drone zone signs than I really wanted to see.
Yeah.
But we found ways. I talked to security and I was like, okay, I know I can't fly here. Where could I pull off a shot if I'm careful and safe? And that one castle they told me.
Castle, you kind of just went to another parking lot.
Donut, whatever. They said, oh yeah, go to this White House. Like it was like 100 yards away. Go over here. You can launch from there, and I can't stop you.
Barry got the number, guys. Just
Yeah,
to
Barry
let you
got
know,
on the first try, number
congratulations, Barry, 21.
Welcome in, Marcus. Blind Neil.
I thought it was
Rick.
5. You lied.
I did lie. I did lie. I had to give you and Chad fake numbers, you know.
I told you I wouldn't say till after.
I didn't mean
I
to
held my word.
interrupt you.
Yeah. Yeah. So so bringing the drone to the UK is easy. It's just the rules. The rules are getting tougher and tougher. And Sean's in the house. Geeks Von, I saw him in here. Hey Sean,
Yeah.
by the way. He was very
Did you-
helpful in
did-
getting me geared up and ready to go. Him and El
Oh.
Smeghead too.
Oh, cool.
You know, Andy. They were both
Did
really
you-
helpful.
Did you have to get any special permits or anything?
I just had to get my registration for the UK, which was, like I said, like, you know, about $15 US, and you take a test online and label up the drone.
Okay.
So I have my FAA stuff on one side of my drones, and I have the cool UK stuff on the other side. So I'm all
All right.
legit.
That's
Yeah, it was
cool.
easy. But they're changing. The rules are getting pretty strict, and Geeks Vana's channel is really good at calling them out. The weight of the drone is a big deal now, and like flying a Mavic 2 Pro, it falls
Right.
into a different class,
Mhm.
and basically it's weighing in at 2 pounds. You pretty much can't fly it close to anything. It's almost useless unless you break the law. Which
I got to
is
bring a
kind
mini
of-
when I go over there.
But the wind though, the Mini 2 is great. But when you get those winds, like there were days where I couldn't even fly the Mavic 2 Pro, right, Lori? I mean,
Right.
you ever wanted to fly it and it was like 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, we walked up to a place called the Old Man of Store,
Yeah.
and Chuck wanted to fly the drone at the top of this rock formation.
Yeah, I had shots in my head ready to go, and
We were walking up, and it was crazy because the winds were like what seemed like 80 miles an hour. It felt like
60 years
we could barely
get blown over.
stand up, so we had to turn around and go back.
I was so mad. Yeah, but
Chad,
the
you got a
drone wouldn't have
question
gone
from
up
Eddie
that
B.
Eddie Nunes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, from
Which
Eddie
camera are you
Nunez. I'm
using
sorry.
on stream? Oh, yeah, I'm using the Canon M50
Yeah.
with a Sigma 16 millimeter f1.4 lens for my
Wow.
live stream.
I'm impressed. Very cool.
Well, no, it's just numbers, but yeah, it's a budget camera, but it does the job. So
Yeah, and if anybody got any questions for Lori and Chuck and Chad, please put it in the chat, and I'll try to get it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the same thing with you guys. If you guys got questions for us, we'll be glad to answer them. You know.
Well, we want to go to spin up, but we're out of vacation time, so we can't go. Well, at least I am. Maybe Lori can go on her own. Lori will come
Yeah,
down
yeah.
with like the FPV
Yeah.
drone and get some train. I'm sure a couple of guys can help you learn how to fly it just fine, better than me.
Oh, I'm sure.
And since it's not their drone, they'll be like no fear, like just go through that swing set. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It'll
go
be
through
fine.
there and
Just
do a
break-
loop.
just
Yeah.
line her up and fire away. Be good.
No,
Hey,
but
Scott.
Ray, are you in Long Island?
Yes. Right now, I'm still on Long Island. Yes.
Oh, okay, because I always told Chuck that I wanted to go there at least once.
Oh yeah.
There's
You
some
should have
wineries
came
out
down
there.
to the wineries. That's what I was just going to tell you. A lot of wineries
Yeah.
on the North Shore of Long Island,
Yeah, we
and
need
then
to
on
get
the
out
South
there.
Shore, of course, you got the Hamptons.
The
Yeah.
pinky out area for drinking wine.
So I think Chuck's been there at least once, but I've never been there.
Years ago I was out there. My best friend at the time, his sister-in-law's parents were out there.
Yeah. I
So we
love
took
it.
the LIE
I
out
like
and
it.
everything.
I'm going to
Yeah,
be a
it's nice.
snowbird as long as I can be. You know, go down to Florida for the winter and come back to Long Island for the summer. It's working
Maybe we
out
can all
pretty
meet up.
good.
We can all meet up in the Catskills. That's kind of like halfway
Yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah.
I know somebody in the chat, and I won't mention any names.
Andy was
because
just
I don't
there,
want
I
to put him
think.
on the spot, but he told me he's going to call me, and we're going to get up to the Catskills, or maybe not that far, but we want to do the fall foliage colors.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's getting late for that. I know last year Lori and I were in the Catskills, late October last year, and because of the high winds, all the foliage was goniage.
Well, then we had snow, or we had
A lot of
snow,
it was
like
gone.
right about-
Yeah, we had snow, like serious snow on the 30th of October, but it made for really good drone shots. I filmed the VRBO that we were staying in, and the owner liked it so much that she gave us 2 free nights if she could use it on her VRBO ad. So we kind of got paid. I am part 107, so it's legit. So I didn't do anything wrong.
Chad, are you up
Cool.
on 107?
Yes.
You are.
Cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
And you got some great
Cool.
places to fly up there too. I know.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you look at the map up here, it's a lot of no-fly zones and restricted areas, but I kind of sit in a pocket where, you know, I can fly. It is a, what do you call it? SFRA or whatever you want to call it, special flight restriction area. However, that's only when, you know, you may get a TFR when, you know, a dignitary or something is flying through.
Right.
Other than that, yeah, we got a lot of airports and a lot of military bases and government, you know, facilities and stuff. So,
Chad,
but
do you fly and work any at all, or I mean, no work related stuff?
No, not really. No, actually, not at all. I don't. I just basically, I say I got it for YouTube.
Right.
You know, I was getting a little, you know, harassed a little bit, so I was like, forget it. Let me just get it. I did get contacted by the FAA one time.
Oh, really?
In reference to that, because someone, you know, drone police out there, whatever. So, you got some?
You know, I don't know if anybody's ever seen. Hopefully, it'll show up. But when Paul and I were flying this morning, I got a warning that we were in a geofence area, and it may start affecting the drone. You know, and you got to take responsibility. But this is what I saw, and basically, this is a landing pattern for small planes going into an airport that was about 5 miles away. And I've never seen this pattern before.
I've seen that on the DJI app before.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, it was good. We almost hit 3 of them, but you know, that's besides the point. No, I'm just kidding.
Almost as good. Hitting is bad. Almost is okay. Maybe not. Maybe it's
Captain Ray, you had a problem though with getting a video feed from your
yeah, the Phantom. I got it right here. I decided to try to fly this. And I haven't flown it since June, and before that it was a year. I go to shoot video and take photos, and the camera wouldn't work for whatever reason. Anybody has an idea what? Chris Hope. I called Chris Hope and Johnny, and they both tried to help me. Chris Hope said,
guys, there's no number. I hit that by mistake. We've already given some stickers away.
I was wondering what the numbers were.
But I appreciate Chris help trying to help me.
Flank with like 100 numbers already. Look at them.
But Ray, I think Johnny. I don't know why it keeps popping up. There it goes again. But you know, I think maybe somebody said something about a ribbon cable. But Chuck or Chad, you might know if the ribbon cable was bad, you wouldn't be getting the video feed at all.
I was getting a good video feed.
You were getting, if the ribbon cable was shot.
Broken.
Is this for the Xeno 2, you're saying?
Phantom Pro.
The Phantom 4.
Oh,
Phantom 4, rather.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
We'll figure it out.
You can ask me about the Xeno 2, the ribbon cable.
Will it film the SD card?
Okay, Maddie, thank you.
Do you have to check the SD card? Would that affect it filming and not filming?
I don't know. That's what I told them that. I mean, you know, I thought that might be having some, but it did have an SD card in it.
All right. Mark Fisher will probably know too. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Welcome to the chat.
A lot. Yeah.
Let me. I don't know if it looks reverse here. I updated my firmware on my camera, so it must have changed my settings around. So I apologize. Everything's like kind of reverse here.
Are you flipped around? Are you reversed?
Yeah.
You're in Russian.
Okay.
If I had
I didn't notice. Somebody else did.
Yeah, somebody else noticed. So
really, okay.
Yeah.
You may have to check that out sometime.
My K-spot's forward, so I know I'm good.
Yeah, yours is right.
I'm using Lori's camera. She has an A6600 with I think your Takamar lens is on here tonight. The 60 millimeters taking a break.
So
but I will put the second question up now. So guys, y'all can answer this.
Where are the squalls most likely to form? A, high altitude. B, low altitude. C, any altitude.
And guys, if you're already in the hat, we're gonna try to get you can answer the question, of course, but we'll pick the next person. So this is an easy one.
Yeah, yep. Even I know that one. Yep, the answers are coming.
I've never seen this question before. I've never come across this question before.
Johnny picks good ones. John Bonifant, right, Johnny? I think he got it.
I had to go back. It's scrolling pretty fast, but we'll definitely check it and keep up, and we'll get that out.
Well, I'm going to mark John down right now.
The answer is C, guys. So
yeah, C.
Anyway, anyhow.
And people like it when we do these questions. We get feedback; they really like it. So, and you
It's fun
learn.
to keep up with. It's just
Yeah.
part 107 questions, and I think everybody that's taking it. Chuck, you're 107, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to research. I have to do the recurrent thing soon because
I think Captain Ray is
good till
studying for
March.
his right now. So
Yeah, I'm good
Yeah.
till March. Then I have to redo it. So probably
Yeah.
sooner is better than later because right now they let you take it from home, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah. You just
Cool.
take it online, and you can't get
Look,
it.
Yeah.
look what Mark Fisher wrote about his shirt.
Let me see. Well, he probably would. He can stand on his head, because he could swim and he could do all that drone stuff, So
That's right. He rescued the FPV drone after Maverick went swimming with one.
Yeah, I'll
Isn't
tell you,
Mark
that was something. When he did that, that was amazing. I tell everybody about that story. I tell
Yeah.
them.
So
Everybody
I
I
am
see
Maverick
hears that
for
story.
Splash.
yes, man. So another question we always ask Chad,
I'm
and you
sorry.
can answer. You can answer first, and Chuck and Laura, you can. Is there a drone in your future, Chad, or I know we asked about your favorite drone, but do you think there's a lot of drones coming out? What do you think about the Autel? What do you think about the Mavic 3 coming out? So is any of that in your future?
Rose.
I'm seeing if my wife's listening. But
I know mine is.
Yep.
I have done a
So-
question.
Oh, you know.
I have
the
a couple
answer is.
things on the
What?
radar
Yeah.
right now. I would like the action. I'm gonna start with a non-drone thing. The action, the Evo.
The Action 2?
Yeah, the Action 2.
Yeah.
The Evo Nano Plus, and
Go ahead, say it.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
know.
say it. You know you want to say it.
Yeah, but I'll see what it is. I mean, the Mavic 3, but
Cinepack or not, Chad? You gonna do Cinepack or
no,
not?
I couldn't do that unless I
Okay,
do
good
it
man.
professionally. I mean, unless I do it for
knows.
like for jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he knows. Chad knows.
Yeah. So
Hey, Sammy.
if
Hey, Mike.
if I get it, maybe I can try. If it hopefully it works with the remote that we already have with the Air 2 or something.
With a smart controller.
Well, not just with the smart controller, but I was wondering if it could work with the Air 2S remote or something like that. Maybe you can pair it to it.
That would be
'Cause,
nice.
Yeah, because I heard that they sell the drone, standalone. But if it does, maybe I could just get a standalone.
Yeah, because the Air 2S, it was the same remote as the Air 2, but it's they should give you an option to buy just a drone if you already had that remote. I mean, it would be a little bit cheaper, even if it's $100, which would mean another battery. But
Yeah, you can get a Mini 2 that way. You can get a Mini 2 aircraft only, and then you can pair it up to. You can link it to either an existing. The Air 2S controller should work if the firmware is up to date. James at My Pi Dream just went through this. He updated all the firmware, and then you could use the Air 2S remote or whatever with his. If he had problems, he bought another remote control and it was supposed to work and it didn't. But anyway, if you could use the smart controller and pair it up to like a Mavic 3, that would be cool. I see. I said it. I mean, I don't really need another mini drone. I have the Mini 2 is more than enough for me, except it can't track. If it had sensors and could track, it would be perfect. And I think that's why the Nano interests me. But I kind of want to stick with DJI just because if the smart controller happens to work with the Mini 3 or whatever, then I would go that route. Just because it's less to put in the bag. Yeah. Not that I don't like Autel, I really do.
We're gonna have to make more space though.
Well, we might have to sell a few drones.
So how does
give some to charity?
How does the smart controller operate with OcuSync 3? I mean, isn't it? Like
it doesn't. Well, I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's not. You won't have the range that you would have with OcuSync 3. You only have 2 antennas instead of 4. But the biggest problem with the smart controller is its processor is really struggling. The hardware struggles to keep up with the Fly app. And that's when things get a little kind of laggy sometimes, like with the Mini 2.
And Chuck, are you flying iOS or what do you?
I'm an Android man.
Okay.
I'm Android.
Chad?
Yeah, Android.
Yeah,
well, I have an iPhone as well, but I just usually use a Android.
Yeah, and y'all had that update with the live streaming and some other stuff, but it never came through for the iOS yet, which is kind of strange.
My train has room for my drones, so he's like, yeah.
From you.
Yeah.
Did you find that live stream useful? Would you find it useful? I mean,
I personally don't see a big deal out of the live stream. That's just me, but I don't. I
It's
mean,
not a
I
big
could
deal
see,
for me either. What about you guys?
I personally think it in the long run, you know, if you're trying to live stream and you're trying to pay attention to chats and looking at another
It's a
device,
lot.
but I
It's a
mean,
lot.
you know, I'm not saying you couldn't and be safe, but
Yeah.
I personally, it's not a big, you know.
I like capturing the footage and then editing it up and sharing it like cleaner and more professionally later.
Yeah,
I don't
and
need
you
the
know, but
the
some people,
rawness of live stream is cool, but
yeah,
it's
the
obviously
people who
something
do
you need
the
to.
sunrise, the crew on Sunday morning and Saturday.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I can
cool.
see how it would work, you know, for them a lot easier than going through that Prism app and stuff. But of course, they use most of them are using, I think, the Phantom 4s or so. I know Chris Hope is, and also
Okay.
it wouldn't work with the flight. You know, it's not on the fly app. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see how that works out. You know, if it'll cause more problems than it's you know, and then. You know, people say, you know, no, it doesn't show the telemetry and all that, but you know, I don't really believe. Listen, they already know it's your phone, it's your drone, you know. So if you do something wrong, you know, Chad, you know, you work for the government, you know.
The drone.
They'll track you down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll get you. You
Hunt
know,
us down.
They want you,
Hunt
they'll
us
get
down and find us.
Yeah.
you know, guys, just you know, pay attention to the rules and always fly safe. And you know, it's like people that talk about geofencing. Well, if the geofence warning pops up, well, you're probably where you're not supposed to be anyway. So that's not a bad thing. That's just my personal opinion, you know.
It's kind of disappointing when you know where you are. It should be okay to fly,
Well-
but somebody has decided otherwise.
Well,
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's nobody around. It's wide open. It's something really scenic and pretty you want to film, and you get this pesky geofence thing in your way. It's like,
Yeah.
why? And especially when, I mean, I know it's an aircraft, but when you're flying sub 100 feet above ground level, it's like, come on now. There needs really the rules need to be worked on. I mean, we're flying drones, and we all know that 120 feet and well, basically 120 feet is about as high up as you want to be to get like a nice shot.
Yeah.
You get enough perspective and
That's
detail.
exactly
at
what I
that
was saying
height.
to Paul today. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so I mean, you might have a problem with a rogue helicopter or something, but for the most part, you should be okay.
Remember in Scotland?
Yeah, Scott, I had to bring it down pretty fast.
No,
in
you
town.
wanted to fly by the I
The
call
wheel?
it the Harry Potter train.
Oh yeah, those
And that's
drones.
it said no drones.
Yeah,
So
that put me off.
you might have been able to.
If it wasn't windy and rainy, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you didn't, but
Yeah. Oh, I really wanted to fly the Jacobites so bad. I really did.
and I think you could have done it
And
safely.
I could have gotten away. There was another guy there I crossed paths with. He was carrying his Mavic 2 Pro in the bag. He was going down towards the viaduct.
Leonard,
like,
what question? What Chuck can answer to the question? Oh, about a future drone purchase? Is that what he's talking about? I don't think y'all answered that.
Oh yeah.
Mini 3, probably, maybe. But the Mavic 3, I don't really need, but I kind of want it. Mrs. Claus, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I'm actually the footage I get with the Mavic 2 Pro is good enough. It's like, and I'm comfortable with the darn thing. I've flown.
This
it
is
for
a
3 years
different
now.
answer I got
Comfortable.
from you before Lori was listening.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, well, maybe Mrs. Claus will.
I may consider
If one's under the Christmas tree, I'm not going to turn it down. Let's put it that way.
I hear you. No, but you know, I think you do have to realize about the Mavic 3. You know, it's going to be quite expensive. But hey, if it suits you and you know you're part 107 and you're making a few dollars, well, maybe it's not a bad drone. You know,
Yeah, it'll pay for
I don't know
itself.
if I can get.
Well,
I
that's
don't know
the
if I can
other
get
thing,
anything.
I don't know the price, so don't tell me right now.
It's about
Yeah,
$3,000.
no, don't tell her right now.
Plan on $3,000.
You better give
But
her
it's
another
like
give her another glass of wine.
I don't know. She knows. She knows.
Not exactly.
Well, it's about
Lori,
$3,000.
it's around this, and look, it's not hundreds.
Yeah, yeah, it's about 3 Gs.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not
And
cheap.
probably the
that's for
Mavic
sure.
2s just went down. The Mavic 2s just went down in value to like almost nothing. So that's not going to help much.
Well, guys, we got a
Wow.
couple videos. Y'all can keep talking. We're going to show. Let's see.
JC, right? He sent us another one.
JC sent. What did he send me? Let me see here.
Yeah. And we encourage the viewers in the chat to please send us videos. We'll be glad to show them. Most of the time we have time. Sometimes
This
we
is
don't.
JC,
But
JC Flying. He loves to send videos. He's a great supporter of the show.
thank you, JC. Always good to see your videos.
Mm-hmm.
And his introductions are getting fancier and fancier.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
401S, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yep. JC's
Building
from
a new
Fayetteville.
overpass.
Yeah.
Cool. Very, very cool, JC.
There's a guy called Arrow Snapper in Canada, and he does a lot of documentaries on construction up in Canada. Check out his stuff.
He could live here permanently because they constantly work on the roads here.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, these guys ought to compare notes because
no lie.
No, really.
So
I mean, you know, you always look at the
this
guys
is
who do
shot
stuff
with
like
the
you like to do.
FEMI X8 2020.
Oh, really? He shot
Yeah.
me.
Very, very cool.
See, Ray, you might keep your FEMI now.
Awesome, should add some narration. That'd be great. Really.
Hey, I like your transition there, JC. It's like you're telling a story, turning the page.
Yeah, JC is I'll tell you what, we met him in Florida and he was fun to hang around with, and man, he loves
JC already booked his hotel for the South Florida Drone meetup.
He did already. Wow.
Very good, JC. Nice. You know, it's amazing what they can do with the roads. It really is. Very good, JC. Thank you.
Like they're always repairing everywhere you go. It's
oh
like,
my God, yeah.
You can't just drive through somewhere and just.
Right?
Yeah, well, that's Syracuse.
Yeah,
too.
Syracuse is winter and construction season. Those are the two seasons we have.
Wow.
Huh.
I don't like talking about the roads of New York because they are bad down here.
They're pretty damn bad, yeah.
I'm telling you. You know,
And it's not like they're not collecting enough taxes from us, Ray. They're getting enough money from us.
This is Art.
Hey,
Art.
Oh, there's Art.
Drone Solutions.
He's gonna do a little FPV.
Insta 360.
Oh, I just watched this one. Yeah.
And I just got this mount. I'm gonna try this out, and we'll get some pretty good video. And the neat thing about this mount is it takes all the jello out when it flies.
But we like jello. Don't take all the jello out.
I like jello, yeah.
Oh, maybe not that kind of jello.
Come on.
This is a real B&H customer store.
Well, what happened?
Oh, we got a conversion.
We gotta pay the bills.
Gotta pay the bills. That's right.
Find the products they need.
Oh wow.
That's interesting.
Here he goes.
I probably just collected 5 cents from that ad.
At least it was a B&H photo.
That's right. They've been watching what you're watching.
Keep going, keep going. There we are.
So Art just getting into FPV, right?
He's been doing it a few months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing it a few months. He's getting better and better at it.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I'm getting better.
I tried liftoff.
I'm getting better at my crashes. They're more powerful. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only flown in liftoff. I'm afraid to put my FPV drone in manual. I keep flying just sport mode because every time I go into liftoff, I crash in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, Art's doing pretty good there.
Art's doing great.
Very good, Art.
He's
Very
doing
good.
great. I like the digital feed too. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Art, getting up there.
He's getting it. Guy's
I'm
getting
telling
it.
Yeah, and it
I'll
was
come
nice
out
meeting Art at the South Florida Drone meetup too, you know? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, he was down there.
Met so many nice people there. I can't say enough. It was such a pleasure meeting them and talking to them and, you know, telling drone stories.
Yeah, Michael Blade says Art's ripping it out there.
Yeah,
I gotta try to make that the meetup.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
We should
That's,
do the meetup in New York.
What was the
Yeah, we
last
should
one?
do it in
you
New
had?
York. Why are we doing a New York meetup?
This is
Right.
Barry Mullins.
Oh, Barry, yeah.
I like the music.
I like the pullback shot.
Mhm.
It really shows what's around it. I like it. Show me with and he shows the horizon, which is a really good thing. You have to show your horizon so people
That's
have
right.
bearings.
They teach you that.
Yep.
Amazing.
Is that a corn maze or what kind
Yeah.
of maze?
Yeah, look like. Is that a maze?
That's up in Massachusetts, I would imagine, right? Barry?
It's amazing how sound adds to a video, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of sound.
Yeah, Amherst, Mass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you create the whole setting and mood with a little bit of sound effects.
Without it, it's not the same.
Right.
Very cool. Very cool, Barry.
Yeah, Barry.
I
Very
wonder,
nice.
was he flying for the
Swoopy shots.
was he flying for the farm, or was he just doing it on his own?
I don't know.
Is it like a job he got, or?
I don't think so.
You know, we're talking about meetups. I met Barry at the Rhode Island drone meetup. And
Really
he was the first guy I met at that meetup. Along
See,
with,
there's no New
of course,
York.
Mark.
I know there's no New
and
York.
Michael Blake.
Come on, Ray. We need a New York meetup. Like we'll meet like part way.
They just had
Yeah,
one.
no,
there.
it would be fun. I tell you, you missed out, Chuck. You should have came down to the Brooklyn meetup.
Yeah,
There was one in Brooklyn.
What
Those
was that?
guys had one.
Oh, those guys.
This is Greg Pittman, the birthday boy.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Happy
Is
birthday.
it his birthday today?
I think yesterday.
Yesterday?
We went out
so
for a
he's week-
birthday dinner last night.
He's a week ahead of me. I'm next Tuesday.
First time he flew over water with the Mini 2, he said.
Oh.
It's always scary to fly over water, but it's so
Oh,
worth it.
yeah.
That's when you get
Yeah.
the best shots are over water, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You just gotta
That's
think.
true.
It's gotta
All
have
my
over
best
vision.
shots are over water.
Very cool, Greg. Very cool.
That's cool.
Somebody wrote, I'm down with an upstate meetup.
Yeah, see, Max Air 420's down with an upstate, which is, well, that's down for us, but not
Max
terribly
Air
far
420
down.
be a guest next week on our show. Him and Tammy.
Nice.
Michael Blade also.
Sweet.
I told you we try to get interesting guests. Great guests.
Great
Nice-
shot there, Greg.
Nice video, Greg.
That's like golden hour. It's nice light.
Oh, a nice shot right there.
Yeah, look how.
Look at the
it's almost
reflection
like a
on the
mirror.
water.
Very nice.
The
Yeah.
trees on the water.
Gotta get a little higher, a little higher, a little. Yeah, right about there. It's pretty good. Almost got the rule of thirds there. Nice.
Yeah.
Very
So-
nice.
So,
I'll Speaking of videos, I want to tell everybody that we're going to do a video award at the South Florida Drone Meetup. If you want to be entered in it, you got to be there. You got to enter. You got to attend.
Oh, you gotta be there. Oh,
Yeah, you got
wow.
to attend, and it's got to be a minute or less video, and we're going to choose the best video. We'll have a little committee formed, and we'll pick the best video. Somebody's going to get an
We'll
award
send-
at the South Florida.
Can we
Drone
have
Meetup.
somebody? We'll have somebody submit ours there for us.
I'll send you my PayPal. You know, you can bribe the judges. You know.
Can we bribe the
Slip
judges?
it in.
You don't have to
No,
bribe
it.
guys,
us.
I want to thank y'all so
Like
much,
that.
Chad and Lori and Chuck. It's been a great. You know, we talked about it goes fast. We've been right at an
Yeah.
hour. We do
Yeah,
try to
it's
keep
fast.
it. Look, I want to tell.
Yeah.
Where's
I
the
want
after
to say
party?
everything. I want to thank everyone. Of course, you know, CaptainRay and I started this, and
Oh,
man,
wow.
you know, our show is taking off, and man,
That's
look, we
nice.
appreciate you from the bottom of our heart coming in and watching.
Yeah.
It goes by fast, and man, it's a pleasure to have all the guests that we have, and of course the people in the chat. You know,
Thanks for having us. Oh, Johnny, you guys got your community tab like today. Did you see that?
no, I didn't.
You have the community tab now. YouTube opened it up to 500 more subscribers. I got mine yesterday. You guys got yours like today. So
Okay.
there's
cool,
a great way
cool.
to reach out to your subscribers.
Yeah.
And you can do polls and share like short videos and
That's great.
Well, guys, yeah,
I know it's going to help us. It's
yeah,
going to help us a lot. I have
yeah. Well,
plans
you know
for
what,
that community.
and we always talk about that. You know, everybody in here, I know we got over 60-some people, but you know, check your subscriptions because sometimes you'll get unsubscribed and you'll be surprised who you're not subscribed to. And you know, I went
They
over 500 a
unsubscribe you.
few days ago, and now I might go under 500. It looks like, but no, you know,
They
check
unsubscribe
those.
people for some reason. I
Yeah.
don't know what
Yeah,
they're
they
doing. But
a lot of
Yeah.
inactive. They kind of get rid of a lot of inactive.
Inactive,
channels.
yeah. So it
That's what
happens.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, you know, check your subscriptions and you know, subscribe to the drone shows and check out and you know, if y'all
Tell
want
them
to.
about the guide too. Don't forget, you can get a copy of the guide from Johnny.
Yeah, I have a copy of the guide show. I'll keep tweaking it. We actually got some changes already.
New
I need
shows.
to. I'll work on again Sunday, so we'll definitely keep up with that. And
I'll make
if
sure I
you
give you
want
the
it,
right time for
email
2K
me.
drones. I'll make sure I give you the right time for 2K drones.
Okay, yeah,
Johnny.
I think you gave me the wrong man. That's okay. You just called me another. It's just on you know, my word, so it can be changed easily. But no, we want to thank y'all and Chad. If you know, if you want to say your goodbyes, and then Lori and Chucky, we roll over to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. It was nice meeting you guys. I mean, of course, I'm gonna, you know, see you guys later, but it was nice finally meeting you in, you know, in person, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Chuck and Lori.
Likewise.
I subscribed to the channel already.
We did.
Yes.
We're subscribed up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and watch some more of your videos. But thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for being here, Chad. Chuck and Lori, the floor is yours.
So great. Thanks for having us on. It was we had a lot of fun and
thank you.
Yeah, and Chuck, I know everybody's waiting for your videos, and Lori, I know y'all working on it. You got a ton of video to go through, and I know it's not easy. And so when is that going to start?
Every Sunday. We're doing them every Sunday. So like the next vlog rolls out on Sunday. Then the Halloween one should be pretty epic. The Halloween one, Lori had this really cool idea of a place to go to in Scotland, and so we're gonna roll that one out.
Okay,
I'll reveal it soon enough. We'll reveal it soon.
It's kind of funny because after Chuck finishes Scotland, he's gonna have to go back.
I have to go back to Lake Placid. We never finished Lake Placid. That stuff still. There's all this footage sitting around from that. I mean, we did the bobsled and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But we're having fun. We're vlogging. We use the drone more for like B-roll and stuff now. It's not like the drone isn't the star of the show anymore now. Now it's like it's just another camera to us that gives us another angle and perspective to kind of add depth to our stuff. And I hope our channel catches on. I mean, I think we're more down to earth than some of the other travel vloggers like Tim and Finn and people like that. There's
no doubt in my mind it's going to do well, very well.
Do good. You'll do fine. You know,
let me say hello and goodbye to Marcus. How you doing, Marcus?
Everybody wants to rush. You want to get to that 500 and 700 and 1,000, but you know it
takes time. It just takes time, and I know Lori and I both get frustrated, but I can't say like the teaser's been doing great. I think it broke 700, a legit 700 like today, and it's only been out like a week and a half. So it's happening. Stuff's happening, and just everybody has to we all have to work hard. It's tough, man.
Hey, if it was easy, everybody would do it, like they say.
Right? Exactly.
All I know is, you know, I'm having so much fun making my videos.
Yeah,
us
people
too.
like them. They like them. If they don't, they don't. That's okay.
Us too. Like Lori and I say the same thing. We love what we do. We get to watch them over and over again just on our own. But if other people enjoy them, all the better.
You made some new friends and the YouTube community, the drone community, and of course y'all will be in the travel and tech stuff. I mean, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But thank you again, everybody. Thank you,
for having us,
Chad. Thank you,
pleasure
Chuck
meeting you,
and
sir.
Lori. And thank you, everybody in the chat. We really appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely. And Ray, next week we got Max Aponte and Tammy Jean. That's Max Air 420 and Michael Blade.
Yeah.
So some FPV pilots, but you know, hey, our show is about not so much what you fly, it's that you fly, and we want to know your story. We want to know about the pilots, and that's what. You know, that's kind of the we're not limiting ourselves to camera drones and FPV. So we got two and Mike. We met Michael over in Florida, and it was fun to hang around with. So
we'll
we
see you
get her
again.
in the air
Hopefully we'll see you all again next week.
All right. Well, thanks everybody, and hey, Laura.
Uh-oh, where'd he go?
and get out
Threw him
there
out.
and fly
he
for
left.
fun. And we'll see you again next week.
We lost Johnny.
All right.
Peace out.
We
Bye.
can't sign off
You
until
probably
Johnny.
don't know how to shut it off.
We can't sign
That's
off
all
until
right.
Johnny does.
We'll go.
We can go
He'll
all
pop
night
back
now.
in
We
and he'll
just keep-
shut it off.
We'll
But
just keep
that's all
going.
right.
Yeah, we're
But
in
thank you
overtime.
all.
Chad, Chuck, and Laura will just take over now. We'll just
Yeah.
keep going.
It's the after
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
It's the after party.
The after show.
There he
yeah.
is.
We need
He'll
more
be
wine,
back.
though. I'm
There's
out.
no doubt. Unless he had a heart attack. Maybe he had a heart
No.
attack.
No,
I shouldn't
nah.
say
Hope
things
not.
like that.
No.
Yeah.
Hope
But
not.
anyway,
That'd be terrible.
Lloyd, I hope Judy's doing much better.
There he
And
is.
There's that.
There he is.
You like
I'm
the
sorry,
painting?
guys. I got kicked off my own stream.
Oh, man. You broke the internet.
I was ready to dial 911.
No, we did have some big bolts of lightning, but hey, thanks everybody, and have a great night. And tune in tonight. You got Dobo, you got Coast to Coast Drone, Jake Sloan. So yeah, tune in and catch everybody if you can't catch it all, but tune in and say hello to all those guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks
Have a good
again,
night.
everyone.
Thank
See
you
you
for
later.
Good night.
watching us.